Last but not least, the last point, number 3, is add elements of their backstory into their design. Think this thing takes a little bit more effort, I think, than the rest of them. I mean, actually, I feel like these are all pretty equally beneficial, but adding elements of their backstory or where they're from, adding, like with the location and everything, adding all these elements into their design really helps making the character feel a lot memorable. For example, Mei Jin again. She has, like I said, she's from the Long Huo Empire, which is inspired by ancient China, the Ming Qing dynasty, kind of a mixture of them two. Her hairpin is inspired by like hairpins that they had in ancient China, but that hairpin specifically was given to her by her sister when she was younger, her sister who she lost. And these are little bits and pieces that I thought about in her design. For example, that big scar she has around her face. The reason she has that scar was because, like I said, she's from the Long Huo Empire. However, when the emperor of the empire when he sends women to other nations, unless it's for like to marry them off, he doesn't want these women to be getting married outside of his empire. So what he does is he scars the women's faces to distract them from being married in a way. So which is why she has this big scar on her face, because once she was given to the Beloria Empire, yeah, when she was given to them, he scarred her face so that she would be excluded from being married. But that's just another little bit and thing. There's other little hidden things there. I think I'm just gonna let her story speak for herself. I don't want to give too much away. But that's another thing that you can really add that really makes your character memorable, because you could just look at her and be like, oh, the lady with the hairpin and the scar on her face. Oh, I remember her. I don't remember her name, but I remember her because of that scar, or I remember her because of that hairpin. Because of that hairpin was from the, you know what I mean? All these little things are really good to add, like good things to add when you're making a memorable